We'll see which team seals their fate in the playoffs. The loser, not necessarily out. They still have one more round to try to fight their way in. But this definitely is a big series between these two teams. On the orange side will be the Vodafone Giants. On the blue side will be Barrage. And we will see these two match up. Like Subi said in the desk, or on the desk, these teams have never played each other Supersonic. So there's got to be a lot of feeling out here as game one gets started.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a feeler here just to start things off. It typically is in game ones. Every now and then we get that kind of explosive start. This is going to be a bit faster of a feeler, though. Both these teams like to have a bit of speed behind them, especially on the side of Vodafone Giants. State going to come in with the last moment save there as he gets that one. Foley going to set it off to Rise, who's trying to look for Cynical back in the middle. They're looking for a 1-2-3 passing play. Zamwe will have absolutely none of it as he goes ahead and breaks that one up. They can't convert on the opportunity. Just kidding. They're going to bring it in right now. Tox with the pass. Zamwe with the finish. Vodafone Giants just after the 1 minute mark into the match go up 1-0.
That pass play for Vodafone Giants so threatening, and you see why when they create plays like that. Great goal from Zamwe, but everybody getting involved as Vodafone Giants start this game off on the right foot. You see Stakes looking for another chance. Tox almost able to come up with a goal. Test is really going to be up here for Barrage. They've had a good game, or a good day so far in stage 2, but this Vodafone Giants squad, I've rated pretty highly. I enjoy watching them play. They're so threatening when they're on offense. They can really out-pressure a team if they're not ready for it. So the task is really up to Barrage to see whether or not they can handle this team.
Yeah, they put out a ton of pressure, a lot of secondary touches when they get onto the wall and they're able to bring it through the corner. We've seen some teams throughout the day kind of just do basic passes out of the corner, kind of bomb them down, try and get them out in front of the box, kind of easy to read. They like to bring it across. They like to mess with that defender that's in net and try and get kind of a high-angle downward pass a lot of times. Definitely exciting to watch them do that. Stake and Tox going to double commit here. Stake going to come down, let Tox take the finish on it. Gets the read, though. Ends up right in position to bring it down in front of the box. Zamwe trying to get a finish. Can't get it. Stake going to keep it alive for a moment here. Oli with the miss, and Tox has the opportunity now to try and bring one out into the midfield again.
Stake taking his time, looking to see if he can set up an opportunity. Tox. Oh, look at that control. Trying to pinch that one through. Rise will play it slow. Giants still with the pressure here as this game's halfway done. But Barrage with the breakout. Now we'll see Rise has a chance here to set up Oli in the midfield. But Zamwe, great look there. Stake comes up as well, trying to press things forward for the Giants. Barrage, they're only in the Giants' half for about a second. And if they don't create anything with their chance, then it just goes the other way.
Yeah, they're going to need to find a way to try and piece something together to create that opportunities for themselves to maintain pressure. They tried something to kind of fancy at the start there where we saw them go for that kind of 1-2-3. I really think that second person should have taken the shot. They shouldn't have been a pass back into the mid. But I like that they had some of that creativity, and we're going to need to see some more of that. Rise going to drop it off to Oli, looking for the bump to get in the way of the defender, and he's going to get there. Oli gets the finish.
And Rise, just that soft touch, and then he leaves it. I don't think they saw Oli coming through. A great effort there for Barrage. Now they get back into this game. 1-1 with 1:46 left here. Cynical will look to pick this up right off the kickoff. As he tries to move this downfield, there'll be Rise taking his time. Demo comes through, but Oli can turn. Slow play. You can see Barrage slowly controlling things. As they take control of the ball, they force these small challenges, anything to keep the ball in the Giants' half of the field. Giants are looking for those fast clears so they can get on the transition. But Barrage keeping things under their pace for now as they move downfield. Could be a chance. Cynical goes for it. And now it could go the other way. Zamwe looking for the shot. Rise, no, the miss. Tox will pick up the goal, and Giants will take the lead.
Mistake happened right here as the ball's coming down where Rise had the opportunity to go ahead and make the catch. He did have Zamwe beat to that ball early before the bounce. He decides instead to go for the shadow defense into the net. Ends up giving all the space in the world. They go ahead and they go, hey, we got him 2-on-1. bang it into the top, make him come out of the net, open the goal up. Easy finish for Tox.
Now, final minute here. Vodafone Giants regain the lead. That pressure has been something that Barrage has not had an answer for. Barrage, again, trying to play at their own speed, but just a little too slow. Meanwhile, the Giants just attack and attack and attack. You see Tox pushing downfield. Zamway will fall back. Rise will try to move this through for Barrage. This Barrage team has been able to really stand up to some of the Titans from Europe. But you see Oli just sacrifice himself to slow down Tox. Rise, slow play, looks for the double straight down. Cynical follow-up. Oli shot. No one can find the back of the net. That was a big chance for Barrage, and it might have just been the only one they get in the final 10 seconds.
I mean, they're calling for a mulligan. They want another look at that one for sure. Two huge opportunities missed. Unfortunate, going a little quick. Sped up too much and just couldn't get the accuracy on the touches. Vodafone Giants going to ground that one out as they take down game one.
So game one really was, I mean, mostly Vodafone Giants. I mean, you guys see the shot totals for yourselves. 10 shots to 5 as they were all over the pitch on offense. Barrage had some really good offensive counterattacks, but still nothing major as they were only able to squeak out with one goal. We look towards game 2 now on Urban Central. Super, how do you feel about Barrage in this particular matchup?
They've had some moments where they got, creative. They did get their one goal. Oli did a drop off, got a bump, but I haven't seen anything in terms of threatening the Vodafone Giants with any kind of maintained pressure. The only goal that game really converting in a 2v1 situation where they did. It was a great play. Oli made a great touch back and was able to get the bump. But they haven't been able to piece enough together offensively to maintain pressure. Rise, though, he's going to get that challenge, wins the 50, pops it up to himself, gets the finish.
You don't need to maintain pressure if you got the brute force of Rise. He just pushes it through the entire Giant squad. That's how you start off at game 2 of your Barrage. Now, with a 1-goal lead here, this Barrage squad, who have just had one heck of a day, to be honest. They have been, again, moving this ball through some of the top teams in Europe. They won to punch their ticket into the playoffs. Oh, they're punching through Giants right now while bumping to a goal. That's their second.
Now we're starting to see a little bit of that stuff that we weren't seeing in game 1 that I was looking for. Cynical comes through, bumps Stake out of the air, opens it up for Rise. Again, though, getting that second touch to turn that into a pass off the backboard. They're making secondary touches now that they just weren't in game 1. It was all this kind of ground play where they were trying to just twist the ball around and create some sort of awkward pass opportunity, but that's not quick enough to mess with the Vodafone Giants. You've got to make plays in the air with quick, rapid succession, and that is starting to work for them here.
Barrage turning up the speed. Giants looking a little slow. Very uncharacteristic for them, as Vodafone Giants has been a team that has also been making some impressive runs, playing close with team vitality in the grid. And you see this Vodafone Giants team, and you know the potential that they've had, that they've put in the last regional and in the grid week after week. But it seems as if they may be running into a wall here with the Giants, with Barrage, I should say. Giants are up 1-0 in the series, but down 2-0 in game number 2 as Tox looks to move this downfield. Tries to squeak that by Rise, and it will go all the way across. Zamway will come up. This one will go straight down, and Oli will get another touch. Bounce out to Oli, but Stake, he's so fast to that ball. Possession here, going back and forth in the midfield. Maybe a chance, but Tox sends it away.
The air bumps that are coming out over and over again right now from Barrage is really interesting to see. Those are harder demos and bumps to hit, and it seems like they're going for them time and time again, at least on the part of Oli. Rise going to bring this one out, though. Drops it down to Oli. Can't get it down. Open up the net. Stake fights for a second. Cynical slows the play down, but can't get enough pressure off that slowdown to put any threat onto the net. And Barrage trying to weather the storm as it comes. Tox keeping this play alive, and Barrage finally going to break back out of their half after the short burst from Vodafone.
So the Giants have definitely shown that they can get big on offense. We might see a play here. Tox looking for a demo. Steak will get blocked out. Zamway mid. Tox tries to come up again, but the effort there still just not enough. Barrage pushing through. They still maintain their 2-goal lead. They're looking to extend it. Might be a chance there, but Tox pops this up. Zamway has Steak. There's the pass. There's the shot. No follow-up as Rise sends it through, but Tox, the shot. There's a bump, and Tox will pick up the first goal for Vodafone Giants.
Yep, Steak's going to get involved there after this drop down. He's going to try and get the bump on Cynical. He's just there enough to kind of mess with him. I don't know if he actually makes contact, but he's there and present, makes him jump, makes him get out of the way. That opens the goal up. Now, only a 1-goal lead for the Giant, or sorry, for Barrage as the Giants put one in.
Now, and the Giants, I mean, you can't count them out just yet. They've definitely been known to come on these runs of offense where the passes start hitting, Tox starts lighting up the scoreboard, and next thing you know, the lead that you thought you had is gone. This is Amway shot. Oli will be able to make the save. Steak, oh, he's up in the air for this one. Light touch, but sits straight down the Rise, and it'll be a clear out. And although Barrage started things off very strong here, Supersonic, they seem to have quieted down as the game's gone on. No more threatening chances. I say that this one might be it. Oli misses the shot after Rise got the demo, so it's still a 1-goal game.
Yeah, they have slowed down a little bit here. They haven't been able to get quite as aggressive on the offensive half. And really that's coming from Vodafone Giants defense, not allowing them to get up and stay there long enough. They're not allowing them to be on the backboard for free. They're not allowing them to sit anywhere too long and get kind of cherry-pick pass opportunities. So Vodafone's doing a good job of getting in their way, but Vodafone needs to find a way to get a little bit more offense going here as we get into the final minute of this second match if they want to try and take that 2-0 lead in the series.
So Steak will make that effort. It'll go into the corner here for Barrage. Tox losing out to Rise, and Rise a long clear downfield. Good beat there from Oli too to give more space to Barrage. Now Barrage just needs to kill the clock. That's a double bump, but it might come back to haunt them. No, Cynical, a good stop here. Ball still in the midfield. Rise with control. Tried to get a bump on Zamway, but he catches that ball. Now Tox, good challenge. Zamway up quickly, has Steak. Can he get it to him? He can! The shot falls! And Vodafone Giants tie this up.
Beautiful second touch here. Zamway gonna bring this up, gets the roll around, puts it just into the transition of the corner there behind Cynical where he just can't reach it. And of course, in comes the finish. Steak pounds that one in.
Kickoff goes in favor of Barrage with 10 seconds remaining. Oh no, might be a counter. Tox looking for the read, can't find it. Stakes won't be able to get the shot. It'll get one more bounce here. And will they keep it in the air is the question. Both teams seem to be doing so, but that one will fall, and we do have an overtime in game 2.
So far, Barrage, 9 shots to 6. Doesn't feel like it's gone that way. It really does feel like the majority of this game has been controlled by Vodafone Giants, but that early aggression and early pressure from Barrage was enough to at least get them to this OT. They unfortunately let in that last momentary goal. See if they can piece something together here and get back in form to what we were watching them during that first minute to minute and a half. Need a little aggression here as they come in. Can't beat Zamway to that touch, though. Rise tries to get there. Zamway will have none of it as he gets out, blocks it. Steak tries to get it past Cynical, past one, up against Oli, who gets the block. Zamway tries to make a quick read and can't get there. This one going to fall into the hands of Barrage as they bring it down to make an attack.
Cynical. Small touch there to slow things down for the Giants. Big demo, Rise shot. Oh, Tox able to make the save. Burst of speed there for Barrage. But Giants were up to the task. Now Tox pass out. Steak is fast, but not fast enough. Oli gets a piece of it. Cynical wins the challenge. Steak, wait, almost in. Rise remains patient for the clear. Giants getting creative as they try to squeak this ball past the Barrage defense, but this OT still rages on.
Oli gonna get a nice second touch there as he brings it out. Zamwe though, he's in the mid, he's looking for it, and Cynical now with an opportunity, he's gonna pull off and allow that one to go to Rise, which gives him the opportunity to come up against Stake. Double whiff as both players miss and the ball falls into Tox's hands. Really, we're not seeing any kind of crazy pressure again. This is really slowed down. That first minute to minute and a half was pretty nuts. Tox though, split reset, trying to get creative. Neither team has that secondary person there to kind of keep the speed and the pressure up. It really does feel like both teams have just spread out so much that they're not allowing themselves any kind of offensive attack.
Offense hasn't been as threatening, says Super. Chances are not plenty though. Midfield defense has been pretty solid for both these teams. No one necessarily giving up space. I mean, we saw that shot, you could call it a shot, come out, but everybody seems pretty confused. You can tell just looking at the Giants as well. This might be a play. Zamwe pre-jumps looking for a demo, and they'll just let him fly. Cynical picks up an easy save. But look at how the possession's being moved down the field between these two teams. They try to control it, but there's always someone there. I say that, Oli comes up here and Stake. Looking for the flip reset, finds it, but Cynical had that red all day long. It gets sent to Zamwe, his turn. Rise has it red. So now ball bounces in midfield. Barrage haven't had too much offense since the early half of the game, where they scored their 2 goals. Everything has been quiet for them. And they've really just been trying to hold off Vodafone Giants as the Giants start to mount that pressure. But the ball is being played on their end. Sits to midfield, but uncontested. Midfield completely given to Giants. Rise tries to pass out. State gets in front of it. Tox waiting here. Will play Cynical's touch. It's still nothing generated from the Giants. 3 minutes and 30 seconds into overtime. Might be a play. No. Tox will push it into the corner.
Yes, the most threat we've really seen so far has come from an kind of awkward midfield touch from Vodafone Giants to try and sneak one in where Rise waited back for it. And that kind of slowed down off-pace shot that just happened on the other end that they ended up knocking away that Tox picked up the save on. And neither team has really done anything to get any kind of speed or power on a ball yet. I'm just looking for somebody to come in and try and make the finish. We might have an opportunity here as Rise tries to put one high, bounce off the backboard, but Tox has the read. So looking for these kind of slowed down, calculated touches, but nothing's quick enough to really scare either defense.
Maybe they just want to keep us here and just break the longest overtime record.
Possible.
I say that, but might be a chance, and Oli finishes it through, and Barrage tie up the series.
Barrage 4-24 into OT. Cynical finally going to find the hole, gets that little flick off of the post to pass it out, and Oli gets to it before the defense can handle it, smacks it in. 1-1 for the series now as we go into game 3.
See, when in doubt, cast or curse. That's my rule of thumb, Supersonic, and it works out.
Was that a caster curse, or was that like a caster blessing to make it in? And look at the shots here, 16-10. It really didn't feel like Barrage had that many shots on net through that series, though.
It might not have, but also if you look at some of the touches that they had, there were a lot of shots where, okay, someone's hitting it from the sidewalk towards net and there's somebody in the box and it's a clear, so that does count as a shot. So I can understand why that number does seem inflated. There just weren't necessarily, I mean, if we talk about pass plays into shots, that is something that was almost little to none on the Barrage end. We really didn't see too many threatening pass plays. If anything, you can count that last goal there as a pass play, but it's like, it's not infield, it's off the backboard, and then there's a chance for Oli. He gets a good shot, they score. But I do feel like that's something that Barrage can focus on just a little bit more. Finding each other inside of the field, not necessarily throwing away possession too often. Vodafone Giants do a great job of being able to follow each other and really picking up off of each other. But it does seem like their defense does kind of shake when playing at that high speed. And that's how Barrage ended up taking that game too.
Yeah, Barrage is comfortable. They're a team that's not necessarily looking for all these crazy passes or anything like that to generate their threat. Stake gonna get the read there off of the hit from Zamwe, and he's gonna put that one away. But Barrage really isn't a team that's coming in and making those kind of crazy pass plays. They're going to go in and they're looking to just bang the ball close to the net, catch the backboard, second guy finishes it. They're looking to just have a good rotation and try and apply pressure through just constantly throwing the ball at the net, which is going to win at times, but Oli, he's going to make a nice save there for, you know, wrong side, but clears that ball away off the shot from Cynical. Just looking for them to get a little bit more creative. I really like this Barrage team. They're quick, they're fast. Now they need to turn that into a little bit more creativity. They need to create some more opportunities rather than waiting for a mistake to happen. Create the mistakes. Make them have to jump for some stuff and then create some pass opportunities.
Now Zamway, flick over, chance there, almost falls through for Stake. Cynical will get the touch out. Great transition for Vodafone Giants as they look for another. That one might go through Oli. Big stop there for Barrage. The pressure from Vodafone Giants can sometimes be too much. Oh, the soft touch. Zamway comes through and Giants pick up a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, so Tox gonna bring this one up, coming in from the height. Rise and Cynical both having to try to rotate into net, which is gonna be really hard to make that save. And then while they're doing that, they're coming up over the top of Oli, who's trying to come out of net, and you end up getting all three to bite. Nobody can really make a clean play on that ball, and they convert that.
So Zamway played out their Stake, looking for another touch. Infield pass from Barrage, but Oli kind of sends that to the back wall. Now Barrage needs to fight to keep this in. A bump on the play. Oli will come up, looking to control the ball again, but Zamway doesn't give him any time. Now, Barrage down by 2 here. Bumps coming out as well, but now they have to create the offensive chances. They can't just play with having the lead and kill out the clock. This might be where they start to struggle, Supersonic.
Yeah, that's going to be an open net, so that's definitely going to be a struggle. Tox is going to hit those all day. No one home, no one around. That's a freebie.
Yeah, that's free. I mean we talked about
the freest goal you could possibly have.
Yeah, they take those. Giants having a pretty opposite game in terms of game 2. But they can turn this into something more, perhaps. Oh, I say that. Oli almost fell. The craziest double tap I've seen.
That would have been a disgusting one, even if somebody was there to finish it. Zamway going to pick this one up, though. He's going to bring it out, looking for a ceiling pinch, possibly. No, going to come off the ceiling, tries to take it himself. Bit of a little bit of ping pong action there on the ball. Out the Stake versus Oli. Leaves it for Tox, who's able to keep this ball in play, and he's going to go up against Rise, who's finally going to clear this one out and allow Barrage to get down onto the offensive half, which, you know, they really haven't got to see too much of. Only one shot so far for the boys on the blue team right now. They're going to need to be able to find some way to generate some offense and some shots. Otherwise, they will be on match point at the end of this match if they can't figure something out here pretty quick.
Bump on the play. Cynical looks to pick that up, but Tox doing a lot of work on his own to keep this ball downfield into Barrage's half. Barrage have just not really been able to move past Giants at all. Giants will pick up, I almost thought they were picking up another goal there. It looked like Tox had that one dead to rights, but Rise had something to say about it. A great save, but now Barrage, the problem here still ensues. Down by 3, a minute 20, and they cannot put a solid shot on.
Yeah, they can't really generate anything. They can't put a solid shot on most of the pressure. Shot from Zamway. Thought they were gonna get that one. Really, the pressure's coming from like midfield style shot. They're not really able to get up close and generate any kind of threat that's something hard to react to. There's too much time off their shots for the Giants to go ahead and get up in the way of them.
We're talking about shots. They have one.
Yep.
50 seconds left. Ball gets cleared out. Tox tries to get the read. Good save there. Steak, though, follow up straight to Oli. Oli will push this downfield. The flick over. Rise with a chance, and it'll fall. They pick up one here with 36 seconds left.
Yeah, this comes in a situation where you expect that, though. So I'm still, you know, they're putting up a goal. We've got 36 seconds left. I'm not sure that they're up to the task right now, but it still worries me. That's where their offense is coming right now, in a situation where they should be able to beat the one defender who's coming in on a rotation style save. You're able to isolate that guy. You should be able to do that to him. I need to see something from them that shows me that they're awake on offense and can generate some sort of pressure. I need to see what was going on in the Renault Vitality match. I need to see that team come alive here, because they're going to need something to try and go through and now have to win 2 back-to-back to take down the Giants.
Barrage have been put in a very interesting situation here, but Vodafone Giants are still playing up to par, and I think that's something also to pay attention to. Obviously, you know, Barrage is the underdog in this matchup, but the fact that Vodafone Giants have that consistency and can still keep up that offensive pressure and adapt to Barrage really kind of speaks true to the Vodafone Giants and this team that just doesn't quit, really.
No, it's one of those things that I've noticed. Their number of shots per game doesn't really change. Winning or losing, they're still getting down and they're generating pressure at times. They're taking shots. They're able to have offensive presence regardless of what the match score is and what's going on. They find ways to get down. Do they always convert? No. But they get down and they're able to get opportunities, and I think that's the difference maker between these two teams, at least what we're seeing through this series.
So for those of you who may be worried about the Barrage squad, in their match against Vitality, they also went down in the series 2-1 and were able to win in overtime to force game 5 and then take that. So we'll need to really see. Maybe they are giving you their best impression in terms of that particular series. It all depends on what they have in the tank. Tox doesn't have a lot in the tank, so Zamway will need to help him out. Steak gets up in the air, but not faster than Oli. A great challenge. Rise looking for the pass through, but Tox will get the clear. Barrage start things off on the Giants end. Really trying to make the most of their time there as well. A lot of bumps, a lot of boost steals.
Giants going to get on the attack here as Steak brings that one out. Is immediately going to get knocked away. It feels like we're at that kind of feeler back and forth. Because the game 1, Steak tries to get creative there, trying to get a touch, and he's going to get the challenge there at the end, so he ends up popping it up. Defense can't get a good enough clear out, ends up dropping it right back to him, and Steak cuts right through, barely sneaks that in off the post.
So Giants start things off here with a goal pretty early on as well. As they continue to keep up the pace from last game, now it's going to be up to Barrage to force the issue. Cynical comes out, it's a pass, but Oli gets bumped by Zamway. He's a little late to the challenge, and Steak just clears that all the way downfield. Zamway, pass, Steak, miss, or just playing it into the corner. Doesn't want to give up the ball just yet. Giants, been a team that just can really keep that ball on your own half, keep you feeling locked in as they just try to set up opportunity after opportunity, and you need to have that speed and match their play style. Otherwise, you'll get dusted every time.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch. Ooh, nice save by Tox. Oli gonna whip. That's gonna give Zamway a chance to challenge Rise. One of the things that's interesting to watch is the way Vodafone Giants will break out of their half when they do get stuck with the ball. See teams a lot of times doing the clears down, out of the corner, off the sidewall. They're comfortable with just going to the ceiling and kind of carrying it out and letting the guy, the third man that's sitting in net, jump over the top and leapfrog that secondary player and be the guy to then bring it down sky and then try to pinch it off the back wall or create a double touch. And that's not something that you see teams doing a lot of, but it is something that Vodafone Giants do fairly regularly.
Look at Zamway as well. The flick over by himself. Zamway picking up the second goal for the Giants.
Zamway going to bring this one in, able to get under it last second with the quickness. Gains control, gets the flick in an absolute hurry. That takes me like 3 seconds. I got to like fight the ball, try and get control over it. He just jumps right under it, scoops it up, and flicks it.
Yep, that's why you're in the booth, Super.
Yeah,
that's
100%. Yeah, I don't belong in the field. That is correct.
Oh man, but these players show you why they belong on the field. The Giants have been phenomenal when it comes to offensive pressure. Zamway picks up another off the assist from Stake, and they're starting to run away with this.
Yeah, they're looking to get this one done. They're not liking that they're in a game 4 at all. They just want this one to be over, up quick, in the face of the defense. Sneaks it under his Zamway off that falling pass from the ceiling. This is all Giants.
Oh, look at this. This could be another one. Zamway, he's been the hot hand for this Giants team. It's really been tough for Barrage to get involved and stop them. And even though you can highlight Zamway, Stink and Tox can just become prolific shooters when they need to. That was a pre-jump. Zamway, he is trying to style on them. Listen, okay, you're up by 3, a minute 35. I get it. But, he's up again. Oh my goodness! Zamway with the hat trick! I just jumped out my chair, Supersonic!
They are just bullying at this point. This is now statement level plays they are going for.
God.
They want Barrage to know we are the better team on the pitch. You do not belong on this field with us in this moment. Please go home, and that is what they are about to do to them as we get under a minute and a half, 4-0. State gonna bring this one out through the corner and try to get something going again. We'll see if we can get some high-flying action out of the boys one more time. No, Oli gonna break that up in the midfield, and Stake gonna give one up here. I believe Cynical should be able to pinch that in. Yes, he will be able to. Little bit of light. You got a goal on the board, but you got a minute 7 and you need 3. Barrage needs to just throw everything they have at the Giants. This is the moment, this is the time if you don't want to have to go into a match with your tournament life on the line.
As Giants are looking to punch their ticket into playoffs, Barrage are trying to send one last salvo. Will they be able to? No.
No.
The demo comes through, Zamway picks up a 4th? No.
No. Stakes, again, as I said, they don't think you belong on the field with them right now, and they're just going to remove you from it. They're going to open up that net. 5-1. Things are looking grim for Barrage here in this series as Rise has a good challenge, though. Cynical going to try and get up, take this one up over into the corner. Pinch down, it comes out to Oli. Chance for it, but Zamway with the read.
What a turnaround here for Vodafone Giants. The confidence that this team has found over the course of the series and what they've been able to generate in terms of goals scored has just been incredible. Truly a team that does deserve to be in the playoffs. And at this point, I think we can safely say that we will see them there. Final 10 seconds here as Barrage try once more against the Giants, but it will not matter. They punched their ticket into the playoffs. Vodafone Giants, when the ball hits the ground, they're going to take this series in 4.
Well, Vodafone in 4 as they move on, punch their ticket into Sunday. Barrage, tournament life on the line. Next series, they're going to have to play through in round 5, see if they can piece something together to go ahead and make it over into that top 8. Man, great series, and really, my takeaway on that is Vodafone Giants, when they're in rhythm, they're scary.
They are scary. Much love, though, in that post-game chat as well. Rise said congrats, and Stake said thank you, good luck in their next match. Keep in mind, Barrage are not done just yet. They have one more chance to see if they can make it into that playoff bracket. So, they're still alive here, but Giants do end up making their way into the playoffs. A fantastic effort from them. And honestly, it just, the way that they ended up developing their game and adapting to Barrage over time really just sticks true to how well that team plays.
Yeah, no, they do a great job at adapting. The adaptation of Vodafone, and it's really, I don't even know if it's necessarily an adaptation. It's finding their pace. Once they find their pace and they can figure out where the space on the field is for them, that they can start creating those moments that we saw at the end of that series when they started going up for the passes, getting in the face of defense early, and they actually get that rhythm in their rotation, they're monsters. It's really, really a treat to watch them play when they're in rhythm.
It is. And let us know what you think on whether or not it's a treat to you using hashtag RLCSX on Twitter, making sure you at RL Esports, and let us know with your tweets. Now, again, we have one more matchup here in round 4. It's going to be Monkeys versus Solaris. You won't want to miss that. It's coming up soon.